Torah Lech, page Yud Bey, second column. We started the second paragraph, so we'll start in the middle of it. Anyway, the Alter Rebbe's last thing, the Alter Rebbe's, we learned yesterday, the Alter Rebbe's explained there's two levels of chol. There's chol hamoed, or chulin shenasu atar sakedesh, meaning mundane things, but people would eat it with the same kedusha, truma, and other things like that. So you have in the level of chol, so you have kodesh and chol, and then you have in chol, you have different levels. You have chol like chol hamoed, which is a holier day, and then you have regular chol. And he says that even the middle of the week is Shabbos. The 3 days before Shabbos are connected to Shabbos, and the 3 days after Shabbos are connected to Shabbos. And that's this Kiddush of Shabbos, therefore, is Nimshach, comes into the Yidden for the entire week. The Kiddush of Shabbos, like we said, Shabbos elevates the week, Shabbos gives the bracha to the next week. Okay, Valzen Namar. Smack in the middle of the page. That's what the pasuk says. 6 days you should work. Meaning, there has to be, when the Gemara has an expression, there's a Gemara that says, Misha Tarach B'Erev Shabbos, Yechel B'Shabbos. Simply it means, if you're going to cook Friday, you'll have what to eat on Shabbos. Obviously, we don't need the Gemara for that. But it means, in order to have the proper Kiddush of Shabbos, you need to have the Avodah of the 6 days of the week. In other words, as the Medrash says this, Sheishes Yamim Tasem Melachtecha doesn't mean 6 days you could work. Tasem Melachtecha means you have to do work. The Avodah of the Jew is to do. What does it mean? During the week, we're dealing with elevating the chol. The weekday, the mundane matters. Like we said, then whatever you do as serving Hashem. Of chol? Yeah. Weekday, mundane, not holy. Chol is the opposite of holy. Because, Davka, in order to be able to deal mundane things, like you explained yesterday, how does Kedusha create Chol? How does Ruchnius create Gashmius? So we learned, yesterday we were learning, there are different levels of covering. You can have a thick covering, you can have a little covering, you can have a lot of little coverings that are covered like a big covering. Bottom line is, in order for Chol to exist, or Ra to exist, or Klipas Nega to exist, there has to be a covering of Kedusha that allows evil to exist. Because if you just take Kedusha less, it's still Kedusha. You're not going to create Chol. You take Ruchni, it's less, Ruchni, you're never going to create Gashmias. There has to be this curtain, because if you don't have that curtain that creates and blocks Kedusha, that now you have Chol, you'd never be able to have Chol. You wouldn't be able to have world. Like it's the inyan of davening Shmoneh b'shtachva with bowing. Like it would be impossible to lift up a hand against the king, or like it says in the Gemara, man de machve b'mocha kamemalka. A person who makes even a slight movement in the presence of the king is chayiv misa. In the presence of the king, it's total built. There's no movement, there's no motion, there's nothing. So he said, but if everything would be kedusha, then how can you have tasa sheshis yamim tasa melachtecha? You can't deal with mundane if there's no mundane if kedusha is revealed. So therefore, the Eibishter wanted that there should be a covering. In other words, in order to create churm. Ube'emes, it says, Yigia kapacho kiseicho. That dafka through the effort of your hands, Yigia kapacho, you'll eat. Meaning, Aidei lamet es malachos. Through the 39 main malachos of Shabbos. Zrechesh v'kaitze. Hainu Aidei maise, through actions, mamshech havaya chadosha. You create a new existence. V'isavas davar chodesh, and you create something new to be amachadish betuvei b'choyim tabin ma'ase bereishis dafke, which is bar lekim lasis. The Alter Rebbe says like this: in order to bring Kedusha into the world, to create something new, is only through action. And it's only through action of things which are mundane. If you do holiness, you're not going to bring down a new holiness, because it's holy already. If you want to create something new, which is enjoyable, like we said many times, Chassidus explains, SO, same old, is boring. What do people get excited with? When something new happens. Like a bird talks is exciting, because birds normally don't talk. When people talk, it's boring. It's not exciting at all. Right? Or issues like that. Or we said many times, people go on vacation, yeah? Vacation comes nowhere near. Vacation's a hassle. You don't have your food, you don't have your house, you don't have anything. So what do people go spend a lot of money on vacation for? Because it's something new, it's a change of scenery, it's something new. To take Ruchnius and make Ruchnius into Ruchnius is no big deal. To take Kedusha and make Kedusha is no big, it's not something new. When you take Chol, mundane, and you make mundane Kedusha, that's a Chiddush. That causes Hamachadish B'Tuvet, B'Choyim Tamid. That's what causes Hashem. This is what Taved Hashem wants. When Hashem created the world, Asher bara lekim lasis l'sakim, that Hashem made the world, we should fix it. Because when we fix the world, i.e., Hashem created the physical world, and we fix it by bringing Kedusha, showing that this world, that's Chol, is really an existence of Hashem, so that's a new thing, because world Helam on its own, concealment on its own, doesn't feel Kedusha. If it feels Kedusha, it's not concealment. What's the Aved of the Jew? The Aved of the Jew is to make Helam, concealment, into revelation. To take Chol and make it Kodesh.
What happens with the Parshat that's in between?
The what?
When someone says does Kedusha in Chol, there is a Parshat in between Chol and Kedusha. You burst through the Parshat?
Yeah. You make Chol into Kedusha.
And the Parshat, the third
You undo the Parsa, yeah. Because the concept of Dira B'Tachtainim, the concept of Dira B'Tachtainim means the essence of Hashem is revealed. That means parcelless. What's the whole word? Hashem created a world, concealment, ultimate concealment. The pits of the pits. Yeah? What's the purpose of that creation? Dira b'tachteinim. That Hashem should reveal Himself. Right? It's not going to be, there won't be any concealment. There won't be any concealment of godliness. Okay? The essence of Hashem will be revealed. Which means, how does that happen? By removing the curtain that blocks. The removal of the curtain that blocks is the avodah of the Jew in the 6,000 years of Galus, is to remove the concealment of Hashem, and therefore, as Alter Rebbe says in Perek Lamed Zayin of Tanya, the ultimate revelation is dependent on what we do in the time of Galus. Because in the time of darkness is when we accomplish of taking darkness and making darkness into light. How can darkness become light, we learned? By tapping into a level above both. I.e., the essence of Hashem, which is above both. Where darkness is not darkness and light is not light, and it's all the same thing. So when we do the avodah, you do malacha, you do creativity, by showing that the world is not really a concealment of godliness, but the world is godliness, ein eid mulvadei, that there is, nothing exists but Hashem. Who does that? When a Jew does Torah mitzvahs, we're revealing ein eid mulvadei.
It's not the essence anymore because it's revealed.
No, that to the laws of Lavai, the essence will be revealed. Essence revealed is a contradiction of terms. But if essence can do anything, then even though essence by nature cannot be revealed, then you're limiting essence that he can't be revealed. And essence cannot be limited in any way whatsoever. So therefore, in the ultimate Gil of Tchis HaMesim, essence, which by definition cannot be revealed, because if any revelation is a limited form of the essence revelation, that essence that by nature can't be revealed will be revealed. How could it be? An essence, you don't ask any questions. But that's totally in our Avodah. When a Jew does Torah mitzvahs, they're taking chol and making it into Kodesh.